Hey, what's up? It's What Jessie Eats, and I'm vibing with the People's Champ.
Hello, Jessica. How are you?
Hello, I'm doing so good. How are you, Ron?
I'm good. I'm good. I can't complain. So we can go ahead and jump right into this interview. I'm gonna tell everybody everything that you have in store for us. First, can we start off by just simply telling us where you're from?
Yes, I'm from Chicago. I live on the South Side. I grew up here and I'm still here now.
Okay, okay. So on Instagram, you have this page. It's called Jess Eats. What is Jess Eats, and what is this about?
So basically, it's just a collective of things that I cook. When I first started it, it was like before pandemic hit. So, my plan was to visit a bunch of Chicago restaurants, put them on my page, like different things I tried, but obviously that couldn't happen.
Yeah,
So at first I was considering just stopping it, until like restaurants open back up. But I just figured like, I have this, I have it started. So let me just like try to keep it going and just post stuff that I'm cooking at home. So that's what
right.
it is now. It's just a bunch of like things that I throw together at home. Nothing is like crazy difficult or anything like that. Just stuff I eat for real. What Jess eats.
Yeah. That's actually dope how it turns out. Because the way that you prepare the meals and things like that, I'm pretty sure that this opened up a whole different idea that you might have from what you originally started. So can you
hmm
elaborate on that a little more? How that's kind of changed your perspective of the page?
Yeah, for sure. Cause like now it's definitely more so like, well, how can I personally get creative with what I'm eating or like what flavors do I like go together? Cause mostly the page right now is completely vegetarian meals. Um, and like it just forces me to like learn how to cook more vegetarian things or like try different vegetables, different fruits and put them together. So it's definitely challenging like my like cooking abilities, which is cool because if I was just going to restaurants, I wouldn't have really got that part. So
Right,
it's cool.
right. Yeah, and the page is really dope, and everything that you put
Thank
out
you.
looks delicious. We're gonna try to implement some of that stuff here in our household. It's good. So you got to give us the secrets sometime.
Oh, I got you.
So I understand that you got a degree from college. Can you elaborate on that degree and kind of what interested you in going into that field?
Yeah, sure. So for undergrad, I studied exercise science. It was like at Eastern Illinois, under their kinesiology branch. So I literally for 4 years studied like um, exercise mechanics and like the body and its adaptation to exercise. And of course, a big part of that is nutrition, like how our body changes based on like the stuff that we're putting inside of it. So I feel like that's when it first started. Like I was away at college, so I was cooking for myself for the first time. And then coming home, I was able to do that even more. I had more money, like I wasn't on a on a college budget. So yeah, that's definitely when it first started, and from there it's just picked up.
Okay, great, great. So I know we had touched on the page a little bit. I just want to kind of elaborate a little more on that. What inspired you to actually create this platform? Like, was it to be informative? Was it to, you know, inspire others to become vegetarian?
That's a really good question. So at first I was putting a lot of my food on my personal Instagram page,
Mhm.
and I just feel like it wasn't like I don't know. I low key I feel like it was getting annoying. Like, and not like anybody ever said that, but I just felt like this is my personal Instagram. Like, if I'm gonna be posting food all the time every day, I might as well just make like a separate account for food.
Right.
So that began that, and I think at first it was just like to put it out there, like show people like stuff that they could eat around the city and then turn it into like showing people what I'm eating. I guess it would be informative in nature just because it's like in the comments you can see like recipes and stuff like that. But I don't think that I'm trying to like promote vegetarianism or nothing like that.
Right.
Because I feel like you can have an extremely healthy diet like while still eating meat, you know?
Right. Okay. Well, that's still dope. You know, it's crazy how these platforms can change and turn into different things that we didn't expect to do. You know, I never expected to really interview as people, but you know, it just turned into that. You know, and it's something I enjoy. I know, seems like cooking and doing that stuff is something a passion of yours, so it just comes natural.
Yeah, for sure.
How has the feedback been from your followers on your page? Are they?
I think it's been really cool because like most of my followers are people who either have their own food pages or people who follow specifically for that content. So they're a lot more, I guess, supportive than me just posting stuff on my regular Instagram. So like the feedback has been cool. I think the page is growing very slowly, which is fine. I don't know much about like marketing myself or getting the page really out there. So I think that that's something that I want to focus a little bit more on, like as I'm continuing to post, just like figuring out how like can I reach a larger audience.
Right. Okay, so you talked about, you know, marketing. So my next question for you is, why should someone follow your page?
Well, like I said earlier, everything I post is so easy. So it's so easy to follow. It's so easy to like get new ideas. Because it's me just throwing stuff together. So like if you are attempting at all to eat a little bit healthier, like incorporate more greens and fruits and stuff into your diet, then I think it's a perfect page to follow. Yeah, and if you just want to see an aesthetically pleasing plate in your timeline.
Right. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So do you ever plan on, like, you know, doing something bigger with it, like maybe making a cookbook or providing recipes? Has that crossed your mind? Things like that.
Some of my friends like brought up a cookbook as like a joke, but it kind of stuck with me. I'm like, that would actually be really cool. But I think in the like coming months, like at least before the end of this year, I really, like I said, want to grow that page, like get a greater following. And I also would really like to like connect it with my YouTube account and just somehow like post more videos there of like me cooking or going to the grocery store or like things that like you should always have in your pantry or like different things like that, you know, like healthy alternatives to certain things that we eat a lot. Like I feel like that could really like open up the page a lot and make it a little more fun.
And you know what I've started to notice? Like that's a great thing to actually do. Because one thing I've started to notice about social media, doing all this stuff and during the pandemic, people respond more to videos than they do just pictures and words. People like to see stuff and experience it. Like feel like they're taking it in and you making it part of that experience. So that's definitely a great idea.
Yeah, so, thanks.
So that's pretty much everything I have for you. Do you have anything coming up on the page or, you know, with the brand that you want to express or share with us?
Not really, you know, like right now it really is just like going with the flow. And that's one thing too, like as I become more settled in it and understand like my marketing tools, like I'll have my posts and stuff more planned out. But right now it's just like, okay, I ate this for breakfast, I ate this for lunch, you know, like it's so relaxed. So nothing big coming up, but at the same time, like be on the lookout.
Yeah, because they come every day. Ideas every day.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, thank you. You know, thank everybody for watching. Follow the page. Get in tune with what Jess Eats.
Yes. Thank you so much for having me.
No problem. We'll have you back soon.
Yes.
All right.